When the king looked in to see his handiwork, not only did he see the three men just walking around like they were hanging out, but there was a fourth man in the fire walking around and hanging out with the other three. And the Bible says that when King Nebuchadnezzar described this fourth man, he looked like the son of the gods. Now, that phrase is our breadcrumb for today. That phrase is where we get the idea that this was Jesus, the Son of God. And theologians call this a pre-incarnate appearance of Christ. For us, it's a breadcrumb of Jesus throughout the Bible. But the idea of a pre-incarnate appearance of Christ is that of Jesus appearing before his incarnate birth in Bethlehem. And we believe that there were many appearances of Christ pre-incarnate, but this is just one of the most famous ones. Anyway, back to the story. These three men stood up for what they thought was wrong. They stood up for what they believed. Their faith, their trust, and their belief was something that they were willing to die for. And that in itself is just a fantastic story. Three young men who were dedicated to God, who trusted God and believed in him so much that they would not give in to peer pressure. They would not give in to the bullying and to the commands of the king of Babylon. And so they were willing to die for their faith, their trust, their belief, their religion. And there is a lot for us to learn in this story about faith and steadfastness in our faith in the face of trouble and trying times. But I think the real icing on the cake of this story is that Jesus was there when they were experiencing trouble. And we can take that and say, Jesus is here, Jesus is with us when we are experiencing trouble, when we are going through the tests of life and have been put into the fiery furnace by those around us. When we've been thrown into that furnace, Jesus is there with us.